Hello again from the world of Fallout 4. This is Sandman 99, and we're here with G9-13, the Escaped Institute synth. And in the last episode, we had completed the quest to bring Eli the good book, and then we had talked about maybe doing a little bit of settlement building at some point in the glowing sea red rocket, but then I got a viewer request to do some settlement building here at the Warwick farm. And so I came down here off camera and I had a little chat with Roger Warwick and was fortunate enough to have him give me the quest that we need in order to open up this settlement to make it available for building. So that's what we're going to do today. So anyway, we have to kill the super mutants at Gwinnett Brewery. And if viewers may recall, quite some time ago, many episodes ago, we were actually in this area before. And that's where we encountered a Nightkin super mutant named Ghost, who gave us a bit of trouble. There, we just got a settlement attack notice too. So all kinds of things going on here. But anyway, I guess we'll head in the direction of the Gwinnett Brewery, and I don't know if I'll go through the entire area again because I've already been through it once. But we'll do what we have to do in order to satisfy the conditions of the quest. And of course we'll just swim straight across here. And we'll come out near the castle. Time of day is it anyway? Okay, I guess it's evening. I guess I could have taken the time to have a little bit of a sleep, but oh well. And there is... Okay, I'm not sure whether it's easier just to walk in through the front door here or whether we actually go through, because you can get into the Gwinnett Brewery here through the bottling plant there too, but... Just march straight in the front door, I guess, and
You can't hide for gonna be a good fight!
Did I actually hit him? Wow, it's almost like it's not doing him any damage. Oh, weird. Okay.
We are...
How strange. My redemption pistol there, either that or else this guy is so heavily armored that I couldn't actually tell if I was doing him any damage. Oh, somebody else is... We'll try this thing again here. Look at that. See, I'm shooting him right in the head with this gun, and it doesn't seem to do any damage. How weird. This is that redemption revolver. But I'm guessing there's probably something wrong with this thing. We're not really too sure what. But anyway, I guess we won't be using it today. We will use this. It seems to be very effective against at point blank range against super mutants. So we'll give this a go.
Someone there?
Oh. There's Ghost. He disappeared the last time around, but I guess he showed up this time. Well, I guess that completes... Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, I'm back, and I had a game crash there for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyway. We'll see about going around and collecting a little bit of loot here. I don't know how much room I've got. Oh yeah, I got plenty of room. So I can basically collect everything off these guys. And I think the crash had something to do with this Nightkin super mutant Ghost. Way that he spawned or something, because the last time that I was here, he sort of weirdly, mysteriously disappeared. And apparently, even though I went through this entire area and cleaned out all the super mutants at that time, he maybe spawned inside a wall or below the floor or something, and that's why he was still here this time around. And I suspect it's probably a bug of some sort related to him, right? But anyway, there isn't really anything new to see here, so I think I'm going to head on back out. Maybe we'll try this redemption pistol again here and see if it actually does any damage. Maybe I was having some kind of a problem with it too. Anyway, yep, magically you jab a robot with this gadget and it fixes all of the damage. Okay. So, we could go rushing up to Croup Manor to help them fight off a attack of some sort, maybe. Or we could just head on back to Warwick. I don't like leaving the... Uh-oh. I don't like leaving the settlement attack things unresolved, though, if I can help it. So maybe we'll ignore these super mutants and we'll just go on and go and do that. And of course, if you have the ability to swim without getting irradiated, then this is actually one of the best ways to quickly travel from one place to another. At least on the east side of the map, because nothing lives in the water that can come after you, really. You can avoid most encounters and just get to where you want to go. Uh-oh, what's going on now?
Huh?
Yeah, this gun doesn't seem to do... Oh, wait a minute there. Maybe it does.
Some luck.
Okay. Maybe I was just either missing somehow or experiencing some kind of bug earlier. Of course, it might be one of those ones that has like an accuracy thing too, where the accuracy on it is so bad that even if you yeah, see, it has an accuracy rating of only 67, means it's going to have a great deal of variance in bullet trajectory, and that means that even if it looks like, especially if you're aiming at a small target like a limb or something like that, you might actually miss even if the targeting dot is right over the target you want. So might be better off aiming for the center of the body or something with this gun. Uh-oh, heard a noise. Yeah. Huh, it doesn't seem to be registering any damage here. Oh, weird. Okay, well, there's something bugged about that gun, I think. See, what else do we have to choose from here? I guess we'll go with that. Yes, it appears the redemption revolver is bugged. Because I don't see how you could miss a target that big aiming for the, you know, centered body mass, right?
Easy living, this ain't. You are something else.
Good to see you, General. Exercise sucks.
Who's there?
Oh, look. Super mutants. Whoops, almost shot the dog there by mistake. Nope, that car's gonna blow up right away.
This is what...
It's over. For now.
Well, and this was a spillover from the Group Manor attack, I guess, eh? I guess these two settlements are close enough together that an attack at one overlaps. What's that weird noise? Wow, is there ever a crowd of people here? What are you guys all doing? It's been a while since I've been here. See, this thing here has a redemption receiver, and I'm wondering if maybe by changing the receiver it's bugged or something, right? Like maybe it doesn't, this unique gun doesn't work with the standard receivers properly or something. I don't know, but I guess we're going to just get rid of it for now, because it doesn't seem to work right. And I think we have enough other weapons that we don't really need to carry this one around anyway. Okay, guess we have that more or less sorted out now.
Hi.
Thanks for your help, friend.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
Okay. Well, let's just check these guys out. Wow, they got 54 food. Must have had a few extra settlers assigned to farming or something. Guess got a little carried away with the farming. Maybe I ran out of room to make guard posts or something and just started assigning them as farmers instead. Happiness level seems fine anyway. Yeah, we got 9 farmers, so yeah. Okay, we got the shopkeepers, we got plenty of guards. I guess, well, we might be able to stick another provisioner on, but I don't really see the point there. Probably just make him another guard. If we can find a place to put a guard. The settlement is fairly small in area, so when you get up to, you know, 37 people in it, well, it seems a little crowded then. Yeah, get out of the way. Yeah, get out of the way. Don't hang around on the stairs, just... Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of guard posts up here already. Even up here on the rooftop, it's pretty full. Maybe. Yeah, we'll throw one in here somewhere, I guess. Okay, everybody has a job again.
It's evidently pretty serious. And of course, all empathize with what they're going through.
Oh, back right here again, hanging around on the... Oh, what are you doing? Am I going to have to build another stairway in this house just so that I can get past you?
Right here on Diamond City Radio.
Okay, well, I think that concludes our business here. This area seems to have that really weird noise associated with it, and I have no idea what that is. It's like the machine gun sound bug or something every now and then. That you get. It appears to be here. Wow. Well, maybe just to clear that bug out, we'll just restart the game here real quick. See if that persists. Okay, I'm back. And yeah, there is a little bit of generator noise here because apparently we're running some loud generators. But at least that other weird noise seems to be gone now. It was sort of a buggy type of thing going on. Anyway, we'll go and have a quick look and see if everybody at this settlement has a job. Yeah, there's our noisy generators right there. Looks like we got one guy that needs a job here too. So maybe we'll see if we can find room for one more guard post out here somewhere. Because I think we've got more than enough food and water and all that kind of stuff. we'll just throw another one of those on there. And collect the caps.
What's going on?
Just from collecting the caps from the shops that I have at these various settlements
Whatever
now,
you're gonna ask, I don't know
I
anything
make
about it.
far more money than I'll ever be able to spend. Okay, we'll assign one more settler to defense here. And now everybody has a job again. I think we could do a little bit of cooking here too. Looks like we haven't collected enough of anything new here to check and see what kind of ammunition I've got stored up here. Okay. So we'll head on back to Warwick Farm now. We should be able to open as a settlement. Now that we have completed the little task that we were given for that. Not fully loaded. I guess I must have fired a shot from it here. Okay, what do you think? Shall we there. So a little bit of swimming again here, and shouldn't take us too long to get back. And then we can get started. Of course, the water area out here is pretty empty, but when you get closer to the coast and some of the islands, there's lots of little things in the area, like half-sunken ships and, you know, sort of cobbled together barge-type things that people looks like people were living on and that kind of thing. Like that thing right there. There's not much of anything on those, but I guess if you are a completionist and you really want to try and loot every last thing that there is, well, then you can come out and have a little look at some of these things like this. Of course, that stuff, all of these those little locations like that are all pretty much deserted. At least I never encountered anything alive around any of them, and I've done lots and lots of swimming around Spectacle Island here to have a look and see what there was to see off the coastline. Even that thing, it's attached to a bunch of pipes and stuff that go into the ground. I'm not sure what it is. But again, there's like small loot items and that kind of thing there. If you're using an alternate start mod and you start somewhere down in this area, well, some of those little isolated, deserted things that are floating off the coast are actually a substantial help to a player just getting started, right? And with one of the alternate start choices, you actually start off on one of those little floating barges out in that general direction there somewhere. I don't think you can even see it from here. Might be that one there, maybe. But anyway, here we are, and we'll talk to Roger again.
Well,
I
you're
knew
still
you would
alive.
help us.
That either means you haven't gone after those super mutants yet, or good news.
Those super mutants won't be bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend. By the way, we've decided to support the Minutemen. We've got to help each other if we want things to get better.
Okay, well, now we can activate the workbench. And there's a ton of scrapping and things like that to do in this place. But maybe one of the best things to do almost right away would be to find a nearby settlement, an extra settler in it somewhere, and get a supply line coming out here. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll head on over toward the castle, which appears to be, or maybe, the castle appears to be the nearest inhabited settlement, and then maybe Jamaica Plain. Since I have not spent much time developing this area down here, but I think by the looks of it, with 37 and 37, I should have a couple of extra settlers at those locations to turn into provisioners. Because it's a lot easier to start up a new settlement if you have access to all the resources of your other settlements.
Good to see you.
Okay, it seemed like we're in pretty good shape here. Wow, 5,000 caps. I'm rich. Let's see if we have a spare settler here. We got a couple. Okay. So I guess we need to make a settler or a provisioner uniform as soon as I find where I put my workbenches in this place. Because I can't always remember.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, there they are over there.
Good scavenging and busted robots, if you know what you're doing.
I don't think
Yeah.
we've met. What can I do to help out?
Well,
Let's trade.
Of course.
guess what? You just got yourself a job.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
However, we'll have to see if we can get you a better gun. That'll probably work.
Just looking to trade a little.
Of course.
Okay. Now let's send you to Warwick Homestead. Yeah. You know what? Kingsport Lighthouse is going to have to fend for themselves because I'm busy right now.
Radio Freedom.
Be careful dealing with those raiders. Mercy ain't their strong suit.
Yeah, we also had another
Busy here.
settler that needs a
Broadcasting
job.
all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Yeah, because this settlement actually has 38 people in it. Oh, looks like I've got lots of room to put guard posts anyway. So we'll throw another one there. Okay, that ought to do it. Everybody now has a job again. So we'll head on over to... where was I going to go? Jamaica Plain, I think. Yeah, I was going to go over to Jamaica Plain where I probably have an extra settler I can send to Warwick as well.
Yeah?
see, at one time or another, I have had a mod in my game that adds a settlement right here on a big, ooh, wow, on a big wharf. But one of the problems with that mod I found was that it tended to be a bit buggy. I actually have that mod again in my Xbox version of the game. And it works okay, but it still is a little bit buggy. Oh, okay. There you are. Oh wow, I thought for a second there he wasn't going to come back down. Anyway, like I was saying, I do have that mod currently as a settlement mod in my Xbox version of my game. But, you know, it works okay, but it still does have kind of buggy things going on, like, you know, settlers will spawn in the water below the wharf and that kind of thing. It just doesn't seem to be quite meshed properly, so that, you know, the wharf is a complete creation by the mod author that extends way out into the water out there. And it's actually a really cool idea, but unfortunately it just, at least for this game, I just didn't want it because it just didn't quite work right for me. And I find that I don't really need a lot of extra settlement mods with the Red Rocket settlement mod anyway. It works well. It develops all of the Red Rockets in the game world. You know, including the ones in Far Harbor, as well as all the Red Rockets in the Commonwealth, into settlements that all work properly and actually pretty much bug-free, so... So that's the one I go with, and I don't really run any other settlement mods. The ones that I have in Nuka World by 10 Hats are actually the only other settlement mods, I think, aside from these, going the wrong way, aside from these Red Rocket settlement mod that I have, I'm actually running for additional settlements. But I think that making a settlement is actually a relatively complicated mod to do, because you can break a lot of things in the game world if you don't know what you're doing. And I know I only ever tried my hand at making a settlement mod once, and I was just following along a tutorial, kind of following it step by step like a cookbook, and maybe I didn't quite get it. But I wasn't really able to make a mod, like a settlement mod, that worked completely. You know, that you could send provisioners to and that kind of thing. Okay, so I guess we'll just lighten our load up here a little bit. And we'll see if we have an extra settler here to outfit and send. Just so that we can have a second Not bad. Okay, you have a job. This one's full again almost, so if I had to build any more here,
realize how much you did for us.
I would have to use the console command to expand the build limit again. Okay, there are no extra settlers here. So I guess once I get Warwick going, I'll have to send provisioners out from it.
Don't know if this praying thing works, but it couldn't hurt.
But at least I do have one provisioner line going out there. We can get started. Oh, here we go again. Well, if those guys are going to ignore me, I got other things to do anyways, so I'll just keep on going. Okay, we're back. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause briefly while I scrap everything here, because that can be a bit tedious to watch, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I know I was going to, kind of skip the scrapping process for people, but I thought maybe people might be interested in seeing just what scrap everything does, and how to use it carefully so that you don't destroy the building. Because what scrap everything does basically is it gives me the ability to probably scrap this entire settlement until there isn't a single structure left standing, because I can even scrap the main building pieces and everything, right? And you can also clean up a lot of the debris that's collected on the floor. You know how when you go into a settlement and you see piles of garbage on the floor everywhere and that kind of thing, where you can actually clean that stuff up. And scrap everything actually allows you to recover some materials that you can use to build other things too. So, you can scrap all of this debris. You could scrap things like these wax candles and get oil for them, which is useful for building things like gun turrets and that kind of thing. And I think I always scrap these separately because I'm never sure if I'm going to recover the wax materials if I just scrap the crate itself. And of course you can, scrap the muddy puddles of water that are on the floor and that kind of thing. And, a bit of that daisy wallpaper, the sign. You have to be careful not to accidentally scrap the building wall, however. And in here, I'm just going to scrap the candles. I'm going to, I think, probably... Oops, don't want to scrap the locker. I'm going to probably leave behind the locker, just because, you know, like people build furniture and that kind of thing to make their settlements look better and furnished at least somewhat. And, you know, like I feel the same way, right? And if I scrap all that stuff, well, then I have to just go and build more of that kind of thing later anyhow. And the same thing with this end table. I'll probably leave the end table with the beer bottles sitting on it. And I'll just scrap the candles because they're, again, they're useful for things like, you know, building gun turrets and that kind of thing. You just have to be very careful to make sure that you pick the thing that you actually want to scrap. And we'll scrap those metal buckets for the steel. I'm going to leave this shelf with all this clutter on it and the kids' toys and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to leave those there. And, you know, again, or the Nuka-Cola bottle, we'll leave the locker. Some of the boxes up here we can probably... Now, you could scrap some of the yellow machinery that's in here as well. And you can actually get quite a few building components too. Like you can get gears, copper, steel, etc. Some of them, though, like they're, you know, giving out little bits of steam and that kind of thing. I think that that's, you know, mainly just my choice. I mean, I'm already very wealthy in resources anyway, so I don't really need to scrap that stuff. So I might just leave them there just for the atmosphere. But you can see piles of trash like this, right? I mean, if people were actually moving into this place and living here, I'm pretty sure they would at least get a broom or a shovel or something and push the trash out the door. They wouldn't just live in it, right? So, anyway, we can scrap some of the cardboard boxes and we'll store the potatoes in the workshop. Okay. Cardboard boxes. We'll leave some of the clutter on the shelves here again. I'm going to take these candles. So anyway, I'm going to pause again while I finish this up, but mainly I just wanted to point out a few items of interest, I guess. And if you do use scrap everything into your scrapping stuff like this, I suggest that you save every 5 minutes or so, just in case you mess up and accidentally delete a chunk of the building that you wanted to keep or something like that. So I'll be back. Okay, back again. And got most of the settlement scrapped except for this area here. And we're just going to do a quick save here before I kind of show a practical use, I guess, for the mod scrap everything and place anywhere. And as you can see, there's a, or was, a catwalk going across this area. And it's been pretty much destroyed and falling apart and all that kind of stuff. But what you can do is you can kind of build onto it a little bit. And it takes a little bit of eyeballing to get things to line up, but what you can do is something like this in order to get that more or less lined up. And then you can build yourself a new catwalk going across here. And then we'll scrap what's left of this other stuff. The barrels, the catwalk. You have to be careful because you could accidentally scrap the water and you don't really want to do that. Well, maybe you would, but you know, like I like to put water purifiers in these tanks And then, of course, you can do things like add supports onto your catwalk on either side here every so often. Get down there. And then, of course, we can throw a set of stairs down here, too. So, just having a quick look underwater here, it looks like all of our columns just go right into the bottom of the tank. So, nothing more is needed to do there. And there you go. So anyway, I already scrapped the interior of this building. You pretty much have to leave these pipes and things in place, because if you scrap those, you can leave a funny looking hole in the roof, and it's very hard to fix that, even with place everywhere or place anywhere. So you want to avoid doing that. And then here again, you can kind of use scrap everything, place everywhere. You can kind of fudge in a replacement catwalk for this area as well. Maybe it would be a little easier to just start something right about here. Okay. We'll just kind of force that in there, and we'll do another kind of thing like that there. And so now we use the existing catwalk to kind of make a completed bridge, and all we had to do basically is just repair it a little bit. So here's something else that you can do too, if you have the appropriate mods, is you can actually build a stairway from here up onto the top of the main building. And that takes a little bit of, kind of messing around. There isn't actually any collision on the top of this building. I don't think that the original game developers ever intended for you to really do anything up here. But anyway, you can kind of line this building with a bit of roof, some roof pieces. Just enough to get your stairs anchored. And maybe even have an additional little... we'll do it this way. A little bit out that way. There. There. That's a bit hokey the way I've kind of fudged that in there, but okay. There, for engineering types out there. Now throw another set of stairs in here so that we can get down there and have a look. Okay, it looks like we're a little bit short on the one side there. So I'm not sure if we can brute force this one in. Yep, we can right there. And that one, I can't really tell. Okay, we'll just have to do it like this. There, that works for me. And then, of course, once you get up onto this level, then you can add another set of stairs to go up to the next level. Sometimes these things are a bit finicky with the snap points, so I just go ahead and use these. And since there isn't really any collision on this roof with other objects that you build here, if you do want a floor surface up here to build things, you pretty much have to put your own in. So something like this. Okay, something's odd here. Oh, I see what it is, yeah. I had the half piece out there. Okay, that's fine. Guess we'll just put it in here this time instead. But anyway, if you wanted to, you know, put some sort of power generator up here, you know, like in order to get it to actually sit on the roof, well, then you can do that. So now we can put our fusion generator up here, where it's out of line of sight and nice and protected and all that kind of stuff from any settlement attackers and that sort of thing. Then we can do something like this, which is okay. Because up here is actually a good place to put defensive turrets. Like a few missile turrets. Of course, we're kind of fudging in some supports for that little section of catwalk there. Because I like to have, I don't like unsupported platforms and that kind of thing. And so as you can see in this little building here too, I left a lot of this stuff in here just because it makes it look like a room that maybe people use. And in here I'll probably just build a whole bunch of beds, barrack style. But right now we have to get power back down to... about here. We'll put our industrial grade water purifier in here. There, now we have enough water. Adjust the position of that a little bit. Shows up in green, nice and bright like that. That means that I don't have any, I'm not just brute forcing it in using place anywhere. Okay. Oh, there's a baseball bat floating in the water there. We'll just get that. So there's a few other things that you could do too. Is you could build little stairways up onto these secondary buildings just to give a few more. This one particularly is useful for a vantage point for gun turrets. But not essential, as most settlement attacks seem to spawn out in this general direction out here. So I don't generally spend too much on, resources on building walls and fences for this settlement, because it is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do this, and then we can actually use place anywhere to, like put this fence piece right in about here. And we'll try and get it relatively straight in line with the building. And it's weird, this is like the border area kind of, so it's sort of in the settlement but not. And some of this area in here I'm able to scrap a few things in here if I wanted to as well, because it's sort of in the settlement area but not. So that's definitely not, so we'll have to build this here first, and then put it there. Okay, that looks like that'll work out okay. Yep. just angle the fences down, and that's probably about as far as we need to go. Because along with the missile turrets that kind of command the whole area here, you can do things like, you know, just put regular old heavy machine gun turrets on top of these little stone things here, kind of, as well. Whoops, I just put one on top of another there. Looks like I missed a pallet there. But as you can see, I could even scrap this whole retaining wall and everything too, and that's not necessarily something that you want to do, right? And you can also do the same kind of building technique here to get up on top of this little shorter part of the main building too. Just kind of fudge in a little bit of a floor surface here. Kind of line it up with this line here, maybe, more or less. Oops. Okay, kind of sticks out there. Maybe it gives us a spot for the ladder to clip on where we can. There. All right. So pretty well defended for a brand new settlement. And I don't know if it helps to keep things out or not, but usually what I'll do is I'll go back over this way and kind of just put in a couple of chunks of fence just in some of these openings in the back here, just to stop enemies from getting through those areas. This one's pretty tight. I don't think I could even fit through there. Pallet that I missed. Okay, along with some other things here. So again, by the time you get around to here, I don't know how determined settlement attackers might be that they might want to come all the way down this way, but you know, we'll throw up a section of fence about here too, maybe. That should pretty much keep them out unless they want to swim around the back here. And there isn't really too much that can be harmed back this way anyhow, so... So we're almost done, at least with the basics. I mean, you can do an awful lot of stuff with Warwick Settlement. As you can see, I cleaned out this area in here and, you know, kind of left a lot of the clutter in here anyway, because it saves me from, you know, building stuff back, right? And, don't really need to use too many resources in order to build this place, because you know, it's already extremely easy to build a fence or a wall or junk wall or whatever that pretty much covers this whole area, right? And then if you really wanted to, I guess, we got a few minutes yet. Maybe we'll go ahead and do this too. We'll just do a little quick measuring here just to see how this works, because I haven't done this in a while. But okay, so it looks as though that might be a little bit tall. So probably what we want to do is we'll probably want to kind of sort of fake a stairway in there just so we can get up there again. And then, as you can see, it looks different from up here than it does down there, right? Like just the way that they designed this whole thing. It looks like a solid roofed thing from here, but up above it actually, you can actually kind of see the way that it was really made, right? But anyway, you can still place floor tiles on top of these and that kind of thing. So maybe it's worthwhile to just put a floor on top of this. If we can get it to be somewhat square. Okay, we'll have to get that staircase out of there again now. And we'll just kind of fudge that in like that a little bit. Throw in a couple more of these just to hold it all up, right? And so that stair clips through the floor piece there a little bit, but that's okay. It looks like you don't have too much of an overhang on that roof. And now you've got another surface that you can, put a few gun turrets on and that kind of thing. And there you go. So that thing there that you're looking at, that's actually part of a mod that I started to make. It was a few years ago now. I haven't really finished it. But basically what this is it's a causeway that goes all the way out to Spectacle Island, so you don't have to swim. And I haven't nav meshed it yet, so followers won't follow you on it, and provisioners don't use it, and that kind of thing. You still have to use Mr. Handy style robots to provision Spectacle Island, otherwise your provisioners want to walk along the ocean floor and they drown. But
Probably what.
But anyway, we can probably look at that another day, because developing Spectacle Island would be at least a probably 2 or more part almost mini series of its own, because that area is really, really big. But anyway, just some ideas on how a person can develop Warwick Homestead. And you could do a similar technique here. Build a stairway up onto this larger building too if you wanted to. So, like the idea is you just sort of fake a set of stairs in there so you can get up there to begin with. And then after that, once you get up there, well, then you can put down floor tiles to get things to properly, snap together and fit, right? So there you go. That's building Warwick Homestead. So hope you all enjoyed that, especially our viewer who requested this. And, you know, like I kind of like doing building, and I like to do a building episode every now and again. And it's kind of fun. So, anyway, hopefully you all enjoy this, and I guess we'll come back figuring out something else to do next time. Until then, I'm Sandman 99.